Okay, welcome back. First, let me apologize. It's been so long since I uploaded a video. I've been sick and I've had other things going on, life, uh, and sometimes it sucks. Um, all right. What I have done while we were gone was I have assembled all of the um, landing gear. I've assembled all the landing gear, painted it. Looks pretty good. Stands straight at least. I've also painted the bottom of the aircraft dark sea gray. And this plane is so big, I can't get the whole thing in the shot. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to assemble these bits. And this might be a little bit longer video. I'm really trying to wrap this up. So since I have everything painted, oh yeah, I put together the bombs and assembled those, and we'll put those in today. All right, I guess let's start with the landing gear. Oh, I didn't do the missiles though. Bummer. Alright, that means that when we get to this part with the missiles right here, I'll have to pause, paint those, and then come back and we'll assemble them after I get them painted. Alright, that's where we're at. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, let's do this first. Alright, we're going to take out my fancy masking, also known as paper towels, shop towels. But, you know what, whatever works. Alright. I guess I'm going to put that over there. Put this right here. Man, you guys can't see any of that. Alright, here. How about that? Can you see that? Sort of. Alright, first things first. We will put in the bombs. And you might see this clear Tamiya paint bottle. This is extra thin. I shared my extra thin with my grandson, and so I needed to have a bottle to put my own extra thin in. So that's what we've done. Alright, where do those go? Those go... Oh, not there. Goes there. I see. Okay. Alright. So, give us a little bit of extra thin. sure I am going the right direction. Wouldn't be very good to put one end going that way and one end going this way, huh? They're all supposed to be facing the front. There we go. Alright, now that those are in, we're going to give them a little bit of extra cement right along the edges. Okay. Now we're going to let those set while we do landing gear. Alright. Alright, this is the front. Oh, wants me to do the sides first. Okay, not a problem. Tell you, these little cups, they are great for handling bits while you're in between sessions. And so, all right. Man, I don't know exactly how to get this stuff in frame for you guys. I hope you can see what I'm doing. What the heck? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pick this up and do this over here so I can figure out exactly where to put this silly thing. It's a very tight fit, especially with paint. There we go. Okay. Alright. Alright, so one in there. And then this goes in here. Question is, did I mess that up? Yep, sure did. Got the wrong side. All right. So here's my advice to you. Pay better attention than I did on which side goes where. Which landing gear goes on which side, because that wouldn't fit. So we're going to try it again. Alright, I gotta pull this over here again. This plane is so big, I just cannot do a lot of this stuff out in front of me. Yeah, that went in a lot better. So definitely pay attention to which side stuff goes on. I guess it just goes like that. Yeah. Okay. Gee whiz. You know, sometimes stuff is way more difficult than it needs to be. Just wipe that paint off of there with my cement. You know, some days you get the bear, and some days the bear gets you. All right. Now these go in here. Okay. I got all this other stuff in my way. I'm sure you can see this, but anyway. That's what happens when you have 3 or 4 different projects going on at the same time. Alright, let's do the front landing gear so I can turn the whole plane around. And we'll go from there. Sorry, pushing my light over in front of the camera. Alright, look and see where this goes. Oh, yeah. Good thing you looked it up, Hood. Alright. And this goes down here. Oh, it goes in there, okay. This is very tight quarters. I'm having a hard time getting the thing to go in the holes. Let's see if we can use a little bit of extra thin and kind of lubricate the holes there. There we go. Yeah, it helps a lot when you kind of lubricate it with the cement. Alright. So now that you guys couldn't see any of that, I put this in and I put the little brace in there. Hmm. Okay, except I realized I just missed a part. Alright, we're gonna do a little cement there and see if we can wiggle this in the... No, we can't wiggle that in anywhere. We just have to pull that out. Okay. And then these... I think it's this one. Well, there's two in there. But there's not two in there. Yeah, this one. No? Yeah, this one's different than the other ones, so I think this is the one that goes here. Yeah, okay. No. Head it in upside down. Oh, my head's in the way, sorry. I guess I'm gonna have to get me a better setup than what I've got here because I get my head in the way or you guys can't see for whatever reason, and anyway, what a freaking nightmare. Oh, I see. Okay. I know I'm working off the thing, off the table again. Sorry about that. But since I had the shoulder replaced, this arm doesn't work very well. And so holding it out in front of me doesn't work very well. And what the heck? Mm. Mm. Okay, so this is that way. That's the front. No, this one goes on that side. Man. Yeah. I cannot get this thing to stay where I want it to stay. not having fun right now. This is not the fun part. Fighting. And I just broke it. That's awesome. You know what? We're not even going to put him in. I don't even care at this point because I broke it. It's too spindly to fix. We're just going to go with the other side. I will try to put the other side in. Maybe if I don't do it quite so fast, maybe that'll help. Give it a chance to get a little more solid there. Alright, we're going to leave that sit for just a second. And we're going to let that cement try to do its job. What a pain in the butt. Okay, have I got the wrong piece? These don't seem to be any longer than those are. They're shaped almost the same. Okay. So those parts look a lot alike, but they are not. But that's okay. I got that side in. Well, almost. see if I can get this one in. Now that I know I've got the right parts. Man, don't leave you a lot of room to maneuver here. That is for sure. Okay, got it. Leaving it alone. Okay, that cup is done. Yeah, I'm not doing that. On the outside anyway. Maybe I will. Okay, and this piece goes on the outside. It goes in those two little holes. And I probably should wait, but yeah, see, I'm pushing this piece off now. Should have put this piece on before I put them on there. So it goes right here on the side. I've got to move this back over here. I cannot do that out in front of me. I just can't. So, and I still knocked it loose. Son of a gun. All right. All right, well, I finally got it in there. But what a pain in the butt. All right. Let's go get this other rear landing gear. I guess this is why most people that do videos like this actually edit the video that they have, because they can edit out the stuff like my head getting in the way and stuff like that, but I just don't want to do it. Alright, that one went in a little bit easier since I knew what I was aiming for. It's a little bit of a part right there that doesn't want to fit right, but it has to do with how I put them together, I think, because I think it's a little bit twisted. There we go. We'll hold that for a minute. I can't believe I finally got to the part where I'm putting on landing gear. It seems like this thing has taken forever to do. But part of it's because it's so big. It's 1/72nd scale, but it's still so big. I mean, the real thing, Jiminy Christmas, the real thing must be humongous. Because the 1/72nd scale is hella big. That went in pretty nice because I put a little bit of cement on there before I stuck it down. That helped it go in the holes. Alright, cool. Alright, yeah. Yeah, that's where those are supposed to go. Okay. Well, now I know where these go. Should be a little bit easier. Now, let's see. That one goes there. Oh, we'll go through the hole. Kind of reminded me of that Adam Sandler movie where he's the golfer. Get in your hole. It's your home. Get in your home. Anyway. Pretty stupid, huh? What was the name of that movie? If anybody knows, put it in the comments. Well, since the other one broke, and it's too spindly to fix, I am just going to put one on either side and call it done. You know, this is not for competition. This is not for points. This is not for anything like that. So, I don't really care. It's fine. I mean, would I prefer that it be right? Sure. But it's not. It broke. And, cannot get this stupid spindly little piece of crap to go in there properly and stay. Okay, we're gonna do the bottom end first. Give that a minute to set up. Might even give it a little extra cement. Okay, got it in finally. All right, cool. All right, I have no idea. Okay, so what's next? Oh yeah, gotta do those, don't we? Bombay doors. got to scrape a little paint off and then slip these in the holes there. Well, maybe I can get it if I hold it up like this. There it goes. There we go. I should have scraped that paint off because now it's being held out. That's right. Alright. I guess this side we'll do a little scraping so it's not quite so tight. All I'm doing is scraping off the ends. That should be enough, I would hope. Man, this thing is just, they're too tight. And that little bit of paint should not be making it that hard. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this cemented in because it's bowing. I guess I'm going to take it out and okay, I know you can't see, but I can't see if we do it the other way. Alright, that went in a little bit nicer. And I think I've got cement on it in the right place. It's still bowing out though. Cannot believe that it's that tight. I mean, crap. Oh, crap. I'm having to take off like 1/8 of an inch off both ends, and just to even get it to go in there properly. All right. That's better. Okay, all I did off camera there was put a little cement down the side. All right, that's better. This side over here, technically too long, just like the other side was. It's just, I don't know if I want to take it out or not. All right, that's gonna have to do for now. I just can't mess with the rest of it. Now let's put these bombs back in that fell out. The other ones are in there pretty well, so we're just gonna put that one back in. Okay. Okay. I think. Oh no, that's not true either. All right, I've got some other bits to get prepared that go here and here. Okay, so H910. And then we'll be, okay, so after I put these two pieces in, we'll be on to the missiles, which I have to paint the rails and the missiles themselves. Oh, and then those pieces go on that side. We're gonna put them down though. Okay, I'm gonna gather up all these bits. I'm gonna paint them all. So it's stuff like pitot tubes and just stuff like that. And the missiles and guide rails, nose, pitot, some antennas. So I'm going to put all that together, and then I'll come back and maybe the next, you know what, I'll just make it the next video. So, um, between that, there should be 2 more videos. Putting the last few pieces on is one, and then painting the top side, the camouflage will be the other. So, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share it with your gran. I stole that from Ground Affected. Um, and as a matter of fact, if you guys don't watch Ground Affected, you should. He's a really good painter. Paints 1/6 scale statues. Anyway, all right, that's the plan, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.